Yeah.
I appreciate.
I mean,
that.
I'm down with the extra powers.
I just want it
That's
to be fair and per the Constitution. So I'm here to help you guys however I can. I mean, I made you that promise. I'm gonna stand by it.
hold on.
Okay.
Also, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and
hold on. Let me
repeal this,
text Michael.
legislation
There's no
right
way
now.
I'm cooked. That would be retarded.
Do I know? I know everybody else.
This-
Whatever. Yes.
Yeah.
Fred,
Who's your friend?
Tony Jr. from our
Wait.
county.
Junior.
I
Got
believe
it.
that-
Wait.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Good. No, everyone else?
Wait.
Yes, I'm good. Right.
The
The
it's good to see you.
repeal.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait. Can be done
I did
without
flag
contest?
something in
Question
that new
mark.
legislation regarding repeal, because there can be instances where repealing lower legislation can infringe on the Constitution.
Yes.
So I think that's something that has to be considered, because
Yeah.
The issue that we're running with the governor, though, is that he said explicitly we're not.
So wait, are we talking about the DOJ checking for constitutionality? Or are we talking about a 3-day contest window for a repeal?
No,
No.
we've already moved past that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the governor said county legislation is in the county purview and can be
Yeah.
repealed at will, right?
Correct.
The only challenge with that is some legislation from the county could be necessary to kind of enforce constitutional provisions or uphold another law that already exists. So
That
removing
doesn't
a
make
piece of
any
legislation
sense.
Could put another law in conflict, or diminish its validity.
True.
I think
it'd have a
those-
domino effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those instances have to be considered.
Another Judge Grayson's calling tell him to come here too. Hey, Judge Grayson, how about you come on over to the MRPD? We're in the office building.
Yeah, you
like, the
don't.
offices room.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So,
Right.
in regards to the contesting, I'm gonna go revisit that. I don't believe that's what was said, and I don't think any mayor should be able to repeal instantly, because you're creating a situation where a new mayor comes in and literally gets rid of everything, which would be brain
Yes,
dead.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is a fear.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
So
I was just gonna say the thing that bothers me, right, is like I'm thankful for the time that I have now to get things done.
yeah, there's.
But
I
got
think there's
5 weeks
confusion.
left in office.
I
mean,
very
I was
much paid
elected on the
attention to that
fucking
meeting.
20th, and now of October, and now that we can finally do things.
Yeah, there was
I
3
kinda
days.
probably
I don't know.
moving a little quick, but I'm not gonna like bug you too much. I just want you to know that like I'm trying to get as many things done alongside Nino as possible, because it's
Mhm.
Nino's final term, and I'm not
Yeah.
planning on running for a second term at this time. Quite
Yeah.
frankly, I don't think I would win anyway, because it's been a fucking clusterfuck. So, I want
then
us
how
to
about
have
a
as good
middle
of a
ground?
relationship and open dialogue as possible.
100%. So, if I may, we're already kind of
Yeah,
in this
there's no
limbo
DOJ
anyways with
check.
that
That's why I'm like
legislation,
confused
considering
why
that we
they're
have the
saying
new
you can
one,
just repeal
coming up
it
with updates.
immediately.
So,
I'm like,
if
what
you
the
want
fuck?
to add in the contest period for your legislation, that would give Pred enough time also in the meantime, as it currently
Yeah.
stands, to be allowed to repeal without any kind of a contest period. So he can pull the triggers he needs to. I mean, everything seems fine anyways for right now. That happens to work out. And then we can also adjust the legislation. 2 birds, 1 stone.
So there is one thing that I think that I would love for.
This is why it needs to
Nino,
be.
myself,
This
our
is why they
cabinets, the
need to
DOJ,
respond
and
to
its
the letter,
entirety,
and we
justice
just.
judges and all to
we
sit down.
This
and
is why we
discuss.
need to reference what's
me
in
and Nino
writing.
are really interested in the border, right? But unfortunately, the way our border is now, it's very convoluted. I'm not sure if you've seen what the border
Yeah,
looks
exactly.
like,
That's
but
what
it is the constitutional.
We'll never
border,
learn. We will never
right?
learn.
I mean,
Right.
there's no way around it. We're not. I don't know exactly what type of discussion we need to have, because with this current border, with some of the plans that Nino and myself are trying to do, we're trying to get our border czars
Recordings
together
are
and
needed?
everything
Yeah, that's what I'm
rectified.
starting to
We're
realize.
trying to build those walls. All right, the red North does not want to deal with the blue South. All right, you liberals have done enough. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fucking handle business, and I think we should sit down and have a discussion. People need to get over it. Pred won. Half this state is red. I mean, if you look at it, it shows that clear as day. I'm red and it's blue. Los Angeles County blue.
So can I ask, in that scope, what do you mean when it comes to the border? Are you hoping to adjust the line, or?
I would like for us to have a discussion on the line.
Yeah.
Because it's just right now. I mean, are you familiar with what the border looks like? I can even send it to you right now. If
Vaguely,
you're not.
it's like right directly above Vinewood, right? And everything north of that is yours. Am I correct?
That's what you
Wrong?
think, but unfortunately, the one of the highways is very deep towards the city, so that creates some logistical
Basically
problems.
city limits.
Yeah.
Which is
Got it.
there's no room for a DMZ.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
mean,
sorry, what did
we're
you
not
just
trying.
call it?
Here's the thing: me and Nino,
Yeah.
I'll never contest the Constitution. I never have. As far as I know, Nino hasn't contested the Constitution. It's like the only rules that we play by, right? But when it comes to this border, with some of the things we want to get done, I think if you guys could just take a look at what the border looks like at the bottom of the Constitution, it's underneath
Yeah.
the signatures. It's actually posted there.
Let me take
You
a look.
can just see how completely difficult that is, and especially because it's just not a good border at all. It's literally on city limits. I
Okay.
essentially own
Yeah.
part of that horse track.
Oh. What the fuck? Okay. Can someone then do me a favor? We can set up a meeting. I mean, we still need to plan our weekly meeting anyways. I reached
Yeah.
out to Nino about figuring out a date, what's best for his cabinet, and Pred, if you can ask your cabinet what day works best. We'll figure out a day and do whatever best for everybody, and then we'll have this kind of like on the agenda.
I feel like
I would
Sundays
What day
would
works
be
best for you, Grayson?
I'm freely available. So I'm very flexible. Whatever works best for everybody else.
we should do Sundays, given that it tends to be a lull day anyways.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever day works for everybody else, as long as it's not Tuesday, works for me.
All right.
Okay. Then we can plan for Sunday. If you guys don't mind letting your cabinets know, I'll let the DOJ
Yeah.
know. And then I'm going to ask somebody from your cabinets to draw up some sort of adjustment to the borders.
I
and
think
we can
that's
talk about
so.
it.
That's the one thing I think we should all do together if we're going to have the discussion. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think if we all agree on something, it'll be easier for us to get something changed. And
Yeah.
really, what we're doing is we're not changing the Constitution. We're not getting rid of a border. We're just kind of reestablishing the line to be more
Right.
direct.
I mean, the governor did say we
So-
are able to make amendments to the Constitution. This is something we are talking
Yeah.
about in the DOJ. It's going to be a very difficult process, but I can see it being worth it if
So-
it's causing this much like infringement on your counties.
Well, there's another way we can chop this up, right? And I think that's what will come out in the conversation, is that we don't necessarily need, like, changing the border is not the only option on the table. If the we want to like, we can have some of those areas undesignated as well. So effectively, we can have a border
DMZ.
without having to change the entire Constitution, and have a DMZ. So some segments of Los Santos are in the DMZ, some segments of the county are in DMZ. So it can effectively turn into a line where it makes sense to make it, thus circumventing amendments and all these other things.
And then we can just adjust legislation to be like south of the checkpoint. You know what I mean? And stuff
Yeah.
like that, or
Mhm.
stuff like.
So-
I mean,
Do we have any idea what you
Can
would
work.
want to do with this lawless, non-established land?
But it
create
wouldn't be law.
jobs.
I when we say DMZ, I don't think it necessarily. We're saying that tongue in cheek.
it's still a part of the
Right.
state.
It just can't be
technically.
like a no man's land, is what I'm
It's-
saying.
yeah.
I fear
It's
that
to
like that has
follow
no
all-
jurisdiction.
I assure you, I have no problems. I think me and Nino will see eye to eye on this. All
Okay.
laws will still apply there. It's just going to be a DMZ where, it's like, hey, we just gotta, check and make sure you're not moving anything illegal. And the only
Yes.
thing is going to be moonshine that can't be moved north or south.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have a bigger conversation with all of our cabinets and the rest of DOJ. I'll make sure it's on the
Yeah,
agenda for Sunday,
me and Nino need to sit down and hammer
Yeah.
out like
Yeah,
details
yeah.
and stuff.
and then
and
we can have a bigger
you guys-
conversation. And if there's something for us to platform off of,
So
Yeah. And
They-
then we can figure out what it is we want to do.
has there been has there been any movement with the review of the process documents?
yes, we've been talking about it. Wait, are you talking about the legislation one, right?
Yes. So there's
Okay.
version 1, which should go into effect, I think, ASAP.
That one is
and the
totally
second-
fine.
The first
Yeah.
one, okay, because I think the governor's been waiting on the check boxes, whether version 1 goes through first or whether we just go right to version 2.
I kind of want to go right to version 2. I'm just looking over the adjustments still.
Okay, all right, easy. Yeah, and
Um,
that goes with your cabinet as well, Pred. that the document, it needs to be reviewed, because without that document, all the things that we talked about in the meeting aren't in law yet.
Yeah. That being
That's the
said,
one
because
I
we
had
just
notes on,
talked.
right?
Yes, it's the one we were talking about. Oh, my brain just stopped working. Fuck. Since we're already still going into a second version, do you want to add in about the contest period for repeals into that legislation?
It
I
should
put
be.
a note in there.
I'm gonna look back at that. I'm very staunch on a mayor should still allow the public 3 days to prevent a repeal. Otherwise, we're gonna, like I said, get into cases where a new mayor comes in and they just delete everything, which would be not good for anybody. But that's why I'm recommending we do version 1 and then do version 2 after the fact.
Oh, okay. Now I see your point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because version 2 was meant
and-
to be up for debate between all of us.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
have not had a chance, unfortunately. I know Grayson was looking over it, and then I was beginning to look at it last night. I'll do a quick sweep through of
Yeah.
the version 1, and if I don't have any issues, I don't see why I can't go out today.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Was there something else that we were supposed to touch base on?
The audits.
That was the first audit, right? And then
Yep. And then there was the Angel Act, the Marshall Act, and the police
yeah.
one.
PD.
Oh, and the FOIA one.
FOIA.
Yeah, you're
yeah.
gonna be busy.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
those
one
ones-
I'm still going through.
Those ones, as far as I'm aware, mostly have been waiting to go on the docket for 3 weeks. Right,
Okay.
right. So, and then what comes
considering
afterwards
with the
comes
new
afterwards.
legislation, we'll get this version 1 through, and then
Okay.
put them on the docket, and then we have, you know what? That's the timer.
Yep, easy. Then there is the thing that. So I originally called you because you wanted to talk about dispensary things, but while you're here,
Me?
yeah.
Okay.
There is what was the other thing? Fuck. The FOIA. I haven't heard back from Daisy yet, but I know that's a bit more private.
Yes. We can talk about that after.
Okay,
'Cause
easy.
It's annoying as hell. And then Pred, your legislation. I want to talk with you about a few points, but it doesn't have to be a whole group discussion.
Yeah, can we talk about that in a bit? I want to introduce you to Mateo Radic.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Sheriff.
So there has been some issues, right?
Okay.
I made that decree beforehand that Mateo Radic was in. There was a bunch of stuff going on. I'm not holding anything against you. I'm not holding anything against them. People did what they
Right.
did. And all I want to do is I want to rectify the position and the status of Mateo Radic as interim sheriff pending an indefinite period of time.
Concerning that you repealed the sheriff legislation and it is your constitutional right to appoint the sheriff, I see no issues with this.
Are you able to give him his appropriate keys so he can get to work?
I can. I don't know how. I'm a very new justice, guys. I'm sorry. I need to
Just
figure
put
out.
just put the
Slash-
stars on, Mateo.
slash-
Put the stars.
Yes,
you pull up
100%.
your,
You can start
phone,
acting
you
as a
can
sheriff,
slash rank
please.
them.
Is that how it fucking works? Because I tried
Well-
that with a county clerk yesterday and I fucked it up.
Tony, get locked in.
I think there's a couple things you need to do. It's going to be tags, as well as I think there's a separate thing for the MDT.
I can do the MDT. I can do
yeah.
that one.
And then the actual keys itself, I believe, is a rank.
Yeah, again, I know I can do it. The process, I want to make sure, considering
course.
what it is, I want to make sure it's done right. I promise I'll be poking Hart and Hallow all day until this is fixed. But in all intents and purposes, since you were appointed, you are sheriff of Blaine County.
As long as you know
Yeah.
the job title, it should also be whitelist, right? Whitelist job title, and then the other thing.
That's what
and then,
Hart was telling. Can we talk about this after? Because if not, it's gonna sound really fucking awkward.
Oh
really
my
fast.
God, there's that too. The fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not just being an asshole, guys. I swear.
Hey,
It's like
Peters,
a
can you
thing.
fucking wait? I'm in a goddamn
Hey,
meeting.
tell Peters to come here. I need him.
That's
Come in
it.
come in the
That's it.
back. Come
I'm
in the
gone.
back meeting.
I'm gone.
Get
I'm
in
gone.
the back meeting. I don't care if you're gone. You haven't
Can I
been
have-
here to begin with.
2
Now get the
seconds
fuck
to
in the
myself.
back
I'm so
meeting
all
sorry.
your
before I
time.
fire you.
Yeah, take all your
Okay,
time.
all right, I'm on the way.
All right.
Nino, the one thing to remember, I put a note in V1, is that is the version that puts everyone on the same process. It doesn't reflect, the clarity we received in the last conversation. with the governor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. We should review that ourselves as well. Do a once over.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what. Hey, it's easy to make it out of it unscathed when everyone fucks everything up all the time. Look, brother.
Oh, Nino, since we have a lull, with the hunting license,
Yep.
what me and Maxwell talked about when we stepped away, was just instead of even hitting to remove the license, because the more I thought about it, the more that made sense, because we kind of talked about that yesterday, but the more we talked about it, the more it made sense. I think just noting on their profile, until you guys repeal that legislation, that they'll just note that saying that they can't hunt in Blaine County due to the existing legislation. And then whenever you guys repeal it, then it's just whatever you guys want it to be. Just so that no one's getting their license properly, like fully removed, because they, like you said, they're still allowed to hunt in Los Santos County.
Yes. Yeah. 1000%.
All right, bye, buddy.
And then also for both Fred and Nino, if you guys have people that don't have cabinet keys, or whenever you need cabinet keys, I'm usually around. If you guys want to send names, then I can send it up if the justice isn't around. But obviously, Arcadia's here.
Oh.
But like typically, if you guys need to add someone to your cabinet or remove them, I'm around a lot, so just let me know, and then I can send it up so you guys can get your people the keys they need.
Yeah, Sean's great for that stuff.
And I also want to let you guys know I'm gonna be doing a lot of hiring of clerks soon. So if you have anybody who's interested in that, on a personal level that you guys want working around you as a clerk, please let me know, because I'm looking for people who really want to do it.
Oh, and that reminds me, we also still have the probationary bar licenses that we're giving out. And Nino, I know there was a few people in your cabinet that wanted it, so send them my way if they're wanting
Or
that.
my way.
The
Yeah.
keys?
For bar licenses.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I'm
like
gonna
Michael.
talk with you. Yeah, I'm gonna talk with you. I think there's a lot of work that we need to get done on the legislative side right now, and I don't want to like sign up for that and then do nothing with it. So I think once we get over some of these hurdles, you and I can sit down.
I would do it in line.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think doing one
'cause
thing
there's
at a step at one time, you just,
Yeah,
I
and there's
see
no
issue.
cap, and like we're not gonna kick you out of it.
No,
because
no,
you
no,
haven't been
for
doing
sure,
work
for
for so
sure.
long.
Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm focused where it's needed. But yeah, okay, we'll set up time. You and I'll talk.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
okay. Does that cover everything, or are we missing something? I don't know where the fuck.
I think
I know.
it's just pocket meetings now I have with each of
Okay.
you pretty much.
All right.
Welcome to meeting
Okay.
hell.
Yippee!
Tony, can
Yeah, I'm
you
stepping out,
can
really
you
go.
let
Yeah,
everyone know
goodbye,
to? Can you send a little thing out? Let them know that if they need if they're looking to get a bar license to
Fred, did you get the oaths?
to respond to the thing.
I'm gonna get him to just do it. I mean, I think
We
he
have
has
oaths
access to it.
written.
No, you're
I
good.
wrote them
Can
all.
you
So-
let the
I didn't catch
DOJ
the
know?
last one.
Set up a time on Sunday for us to have a meeting and just let me know what that time is. I'll let the others know.
If you could send it over to me, I'd love to
Yeah.
officially get him sworn in.
Yeah. Like,
Oh
I
wait,
don't
did
know.
he send
Guys,
it?
What do you think for Sunday? Like 5 p.m. Eastern? Earlier?
I have like a 4 to 7 black hole. I can't.
Okay.
I'm
do
simply
anything
posting
earlier.
this to be transparent with the
I can either
public.
do earlier or
King
I
of the
can wake
North.
up and do it later. It's up to you guys on what you want to do. If more people are around later, then I'll just wake up and we can hammer that
Oh
shit
fuck!
out.
Wait. I have Baldur's Gate on Sunday.
Nino, who did you want them to reach out to? I can make
It goes so later would work better for me.
All right, then I can get out of bed later, and then we
Okay.
can handle things.
Okay. Let's do 7 p.m. Eastern. Or let's do 7:30.
Export it and
on Sunday?
Full list of oaths.
On Sunday. Yeah, is that okay? Nino?
Can we do 5? 7:30 is like
Just said that.
7:30. Yeah, 5 is way better. Yeah.
So
We
just
need to do earlier.
Here's my argument.
Over here on fire.
Me and Pred and you, we're around a lot. He needs to wake the fuck up. So.
Who?
Wait, who are you talking to? Hollow?
Sean. No. Sean is gonna let the rest of the DOJ know. Hallow and Hart, I'll do everything I can, but their schedules are constantly changing. Them having a set time isn't gonna help.
I think the active people in the city should be setting the time, and the others can wake up as they
very much agree. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's me that.
What about like a
I have
noon?
No problem getting up
What about like a
late.
noon
I
meeting
mean,
for Sunday?
I can only do like two, maybe 3 hours though. So I mean,
Yeah.
That I don't think anything longer than 2 hours is good for any of us.
I think after tsunami.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You never know.
After tsunami,
I feel like then we just
midday, 3
overcook
p.m.,
ourselves like
5
crazy.
p.m.
Because I think Pred said you has to do either earlier or later.
There's going to be a lot of overcooking ourselves because with the amount of time that we got left and how we need to kind of salvage the system.
Thanks, Sean.
You know, we're going to unfortunately have to work a little overtime. So, I mean, if we got to have more meetings, that's fine by me because we got to make up for lost time.
Yeah.
I do agree. And I'm not trying to limit and say that we shouldn't, give ourselves the opportunities to have these meetings. I just do also want to make sure we go in with like a plan and that we're not just talking in circles.
No, I think it's just as we presented. If you have something to present, you should come with the documents. You should give it in advance so everyone can read it. When we go in there, we know what the fuck we're talking about instead of introducing something new without any material.
That was my point. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can we break the circle up and let people in?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Well, I could stand on the outskirts. Okay.
Which oath is it, Grayson, that I have? Is it
It'll
the
just be the police
and
oath.
DOC?
Hey, Nino, I'll be the police
Okay.
oath. About the thing you want me to
Should not
stand for
be
the
too close to
free
each
bar.
other while
What was the
I
last part you
All
wanted
right,
me to tell me?
everybody,
Just
let's
send an email
reel
saying,
it in
hey,
real
if you're
quick.
looking
I
to get a
gotta
bar
do,
license, just
I gotta
react
do
to
the
it,
oath
and then
for
we'll
Radic.
I'll make it easy for me to send
Okay, sounds
Arcadia the list.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Everybody's one. This will be quick, I promise. All right, repeat after me.
Can you
all
speak
right?
up and stop talking like a bitch?
I thought I was talking loud.
There you go.
All right, so, okay, you ready? You ready, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right. I, Mateo Radic,
I, Mateo Radic,
do solemnly swear that I will uphold and preserve the Constitution of San Andreas,
do solemnly swear that I will hold and preserve the Constitution of San Andreas,
close enough, and the law,
and the law,
that I will conscientiously,
that I will conscientiously,
impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge my duties
and to the best of my ability discharge my duties
as in due right to all manner of people,
as in due right to all manner of people,
without fear or favor, affection or ill will. I shall faithfully discharge the duties of the office of an officer or deputy with fairness.
Oh shit! They're
As
body
sheriff.
cams.
As sheriff
Of the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. Integrity, diligence, and impartially. And I will uphold fundamental constitutional rights.
I will uphold fundamental constitutional rights
And accord equal respect to the people. According to law. In taking this oath. I pledge my loyalty to the citizens of Blaine County.
I pledge my loyalty to the citizens of Blaine County
And San Andreas as a whole.
and San Andreas as a whole.
And I shall perform my duties.
I shall perform my duties
As sheriff to the best of my ability.
as sheriff to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Perfect. All right. You're acting interim sheriff now, Radic. All right.
Yes, sir.
Everything will be fine. All right. You'll be able to handle things with the people up there. I want to have as little to do with everyone up there as possible. I just simply want to, be able to converse with you and make sure you have everything that you need. I'll be going up there now to officially alter the pay. I'm a man of my word, 2,500. All right, Monday through
Yes, sir.
Friday. Saturday, Sunday will be max pay, 3,500.
Yes, sir.
All right, and if that doesn't schmooze things over enough, then what we can do is figure out what it is we got to do with our surplus of money that both the BCSO has and the Blaine County Mayor's office has.
Ventura!
Okay, sounds like a plan. Yeah,
You don't have to.
Okay.
Me and you will talk privately,
Sure.
and we'll, I'll tell you some of the things I'd like to see. But I suggest, getting those stars on, getting everything taken care of, and sorting shit out. If anyone gives you any problems, handle it. It is your office now.
Yes, sir. I plan on having some open office hours today, so the department can come through and speak to me. We can start working on things that will, resolve some of those issues as well.
You better stay the fuck out of my way, Sheriff.
Shut the fuck up, Peters.
Sorry, sir.
You're gonna have
I
to
look
deal
forward to
with
working with you, sir. We'll
you see that?
We'll be working together. Just
All
just
right,
fine.
now look, Peters, this one's nice. All right, this one.
I'm trying to get a gauge on this one. He ain't biting back.
Not just fuck you
He ain't
over.
biting back.
All right. He'll bark at you.
He already is.
All right, perfect. All right, I want to see what someone can do given the opportunity. And then
I love
I'll
Peter
give you a
so
call
much.
once we wrap up here, and then we can sit down and chat, and then I'll head on up
I'm
there.
so
and just
glad
pay
he's back.
appropriately and all that stuff, right?
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna get the ball rolling.
How's the unit count looking right now for BCSO, if you don't mind me asking?
There's a good handful of us around, probably about 10 or 12.
Mm.
All right, perfect. All right. Good luck, Sheriff. I know those people hate me, and
Not
hopefully
no,
they
but
won't
hell
hate you.
no. Not no, but hell no.
What in the Street Fighter shit is going on?
It's the
Hey,
fudge.
Carmine.
Yeah.
Kyle, Fred, Warlord of the North. We got some questions for you.
Okay.
Tony, let's go knock this out.
You gotta come to
Wait,
interrogation.
You
what is
come
this
it
about?
easy.
Fred,
Don't worry, this
it's
isn't
been a
about
day.
anything.
After
This isn't
everything,
about
I'm gonna
anything.
lose. I'm gonna
You
crash
gotta
out.
come to interrogation, Fred. Come on.
All right, folks. Pardon
All
me.
right.
I just got to get the
Raddick.
ball rolling here. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, Mayor.
I'm excited for you, genuinely. I meant it when I said I would have loved to see you being a part of the LSPD. This is a much bigger opportunity. I think I don't know you much, but I think the day you showed up at that the Thanksgiving thing and participated and we're helped the citizenry out, I think that day in and of itself spoke volumes about who you are and what your character is. So I'm excited to see what you got cooking up there.
That means a lot, sir.
genuinely.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do everything I can to the best of my ability up there, and keep things stable, keep the ship on the right path if we can. So
Hell yeah. And please, for the love of God, I don't want my officers harassed any further over their jurisdiction.
yeah, I that's one of the bigger items on my agenda is to make sure that everyone, as far as the police goes, can work in harmony as best we can. I mean, it's a hard
Yeah.
job, so we're not always going to get along, but
1,000%.
we've got to work together,
100%. And if you have
That's for everybody's
issues like
benefit.
genuinely like with high command and shit, doing shit that's causing like criminal level problems or whatever it might be, just give me a ring, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I don't anticipate that, but in that case, I would contact you, sure.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm gonna get to work.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Sheriff.
Thank you. Thank
Oh
you.
my God, Peters.
Oh, hey, you're not dating any gang members, are you?
I'm not dating anybody, sir.
Oh, thank God. Well,
He's definitely not gonna
good.
fit in
That's
out there.
even
Christ,
better. You know,
Nino.
I'm in the same. You know what I mean? Like fucking tying yourself down. It gets in the way of work. Wait a minute. I'm engaged, aren't I?
Twice.
Fuck.
I was about
Alright,
to say,
folks,
haven't you
speaking
got
of
two
work-
fiancés?
Oh my God, I forgot.
Thank you, everyone.
Think we could get AI to summarize and shorten those oaths, or
Don't like the
lengthy.
ceremony?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
It's
long.
for sheriff. They're supposed to be.
I'm fairly certain I've heard other oaths, or I've seen other oaths for police officers and sheriff.
Better that long.